Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 6 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to create our fireplace right here and also this part. If you notice, we could go to our 3D view and we have all of this already started and finished. Now what we can concentrate is the kitchen area. So let's go to our level 1 again, and this will be our kitchen area. What I want to do here is to have an L shape and maybe a bar here or an island. So yeah, might as well put an island here and then an L shape on this area. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to our architecture and then model in place, drop down interior component so that you can see the model in place right here, and then now scroll down to go to our generic models and then press OK. After that, go to your extrusion. Because we set it already on level 1, it will be added or extruded from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose rectangle and then I'm gonna create this 700. So let's put it at 700. There we go. And then might as well add an L right here, 700 as well, so that everything looks good. Then type in TR and then TR right here, and then delete all of this. It's up to us if we're gonna extend this, but we'll see if until the F grid line we're gonna put it. And then what I want to put here, probably the fridge, so that it's attached to this, but we'll see, because we could always put the fridge on this part right here. And also, or what we can do is we could put in a pantry area right here. I know it's connected to the fireplace, but we're gonna create a casing. So either way, we're going to make this, it's either L shape or U shape. But on this side, so yeah, actually I'm just gonna leave it like this, L shape only, but we have a space here. Specifically, we have a space because we have a fireplace right here. So let's just leave it like this. We're gonna put an island, a small island right about here only, and then we might add the fridge around this part. So I'm gonna pull it down a little bit. We're gonna put a casing here for the fridge so that we have it. Usually it needs to be like a V shape so that it's connected, because we're going to put the sink here and then the cooking area right here, or the cooktop in the island, and also we're gonna put the fridge here, so it's still maneuverable. So let's make this one. So this is already extruded. Click finish. Let's extrude it up to 875 so that the 25 is the countertop. Before we do that, we need to change this material. We're gonna set this one to a wood material first. So we're gonna select this and let's pull up one of this one, the one that we haven't used yet. Apply, OK, and then click apply again, and then let's finish it first, and let's go to our 3D so that we could manipulate this. So what we have right here is our cabinet, base cabinet. So we could select that, edit in place. And what we could do now is we could create a void sweep. So we're going to pick path, and then we're going to choose pick 3D edges. So select that one there, and then right here. Click finish and go back right here onto your modify sweep and then edit profile. Now we could create our kick plate. So here I'm just going to select. Usually what I do is around maybe 50 here and then 100 right here. And then click finish and then go back here again and then click finish again. You could select cut geometry, and then as you can see, it is cut already. So we're good with our kick plate right there. It looks like a cabinet now. We could go back to our level 1 without clicking finish yet, but if you click this one, you can always just select this again and then edit in place. So either way, it's the same thing. So you can go back and forth right here. So now we're going to create our countertop. So here we're going to click on extrusion, and then we could set this one on top of this, pick a plate, and then we're going to select right here. And then we could create this one by using our pick line, because of course we're not going to go over this. And then we're going to select our material as a stone material. So we're going to choose granite polished, apply, okay, and then we have that one there already. We want to make sure that it's 25. So all in all, 875 plus 25, that's 900 millimeters from the floor. So now let's click on finish. Here we just need to select this one, and then there we go. And then if we go to our 3D, it's exactly at the top of our base material or base cabinet, and then we have a 25 millimeters of extrusion from there. So that's our counter. We can click finish right here because we need to add our sink. So let's go back right here and then go to insert, load family, and let's go to our specialty equipment, domestic, mid-range, and then we have couple of stuff here, but we need to look for sinks. So that is, I believe, plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then we have sinks right here. So we have kitchen sinks. We have enough space so we could do a double sink, and then click on open CM, and then let's put it on top of this. It's a good idea now to create a section. So click on section, and then let's add a section right about here, and then we're just gonna flip this. There we go. So it's flipped on this side. We could change the viewport to a view range right here, but by just grabbing this imaginary line right here, or temporary dash line, and then we could have it look right there on the section as well, so that we could see that it's really at the top of this. So that's good. And then we're going to create a void extrusion. So to create a void extrusion, let's go to our level 1 first, select this again, and edit in place. And then now let's create this void extrusion, select this one, and we need to go like this. I'm going over this so that we could see everything. If we just go and add it like that, it's still gonna be there and it's gonna click on flicking because that means there is an overlapping model there. So that's why it's flicking. So I don't want that. So that's why I'm putting it at the middle of this. And then after that, click on finish, go to our section so that we could extrude it. We could extrude it from the top and then from the bottom. We could pull it all the way to here. I know it's just roughly like here, but that's good enough for me. And then we could just click on cut and then click on finish. If we check it, as you can see, we can see the bottom now. So that's how you're gonna see it if you successfully create the void extrusion from here. So now this one's good. What we can do now is we could create our cabinetry as well at the top. What I'm planning to do is we're gonna create something like this. We could also extrude it from the top. So what I mean is, let's create another one. So select this, edit it in place, extrude it again. We need to select the same material as the base. So that's the Gulam 36H. And then we could do is we could extrude it. I think let's put it at 1000. The reason so that we could see it from the section later on. And then let's create this one. This one around maybe 500 will be good enough. And then 500 as well here. So now let's trim and extend. And then trim and extend right there. Now that we're good, click on finish. And then we could go to our section. And then as you can see, we could just pull it from the top. And then pull it like that. So now we have this L shape as well. So either way, if you're gonna extrude it from the wall, you could do this as well. But it's easier because we have an L shape here. That's why I extrude it from the top and there. So if we look at it, it's something that looks like this. And then we could have a portion at the top so that it's not like all cabinet right here. So, but it's up to us. Maybe later on we could do that, or we could just add it now so that it looks proper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it down a little bit, and then let's create another extrusion. So this is just a design one. So another extrusion from the base again. This one, what we could do is we can make it bigger like that. I'm just estimating it. The good thing about model in place is you can manipulate it later on easily. So if we need to make it nicer, we could extend it later on. So something like this. And then we're going to just set a material. So we could use eFist for it. Click on finish, go to section so that we could grab it and pull it up like that, and then pull it like this. So now if you want to see it, it will look like that now. And then we could add in some lights at the top here, or pot lights right here, all the way there, or linear lights, or strip lights. So it's really up to us. And then we could have in our fridge right about here. So before we do anything else, maybe we should add that first. Insert, load family. Let's go to our specialty equipment now. And then domestic, mid-range, and we have a couple of fridge right here. I'm gonna use this one. Click on open, type in CM, and then spacebar to change orientation. We're gonna just pull it right about here in the middle of this so that we could create our casing. I don't want this label, so we could just select that, edit, and then uncheck show label, apply, OK. And then now this one is the look. We could just create a big casing right here. So the good thing now is to add another section so that it's now facing on this side. So let's create that, and then now we could create our casing first. I'm gonna use this one, in place, edit that, extrusion, pick a plane, and then we're gonna select this wall, and we're going to select the same material that we have right there. Click open, or click OK, and then here we just need to create this casing right here, and then we could just add another one right there. We could delete this, and then SL to split this up, TR to trim this one. So the casing is like that. Click on finish, look at it at 3D. This is too much, so we could just push it back a little bit. So might as well just show just that part of the fridge. It's gonna snap it there, so just give it some space right there. So now everything looks nice. If we want to, we could add in some cabinets here for our fridge or for our dining area, like those decorative cabinets that you could place a lot of stuff, like decoration and everything. So it's up to you to decide. You could also put paintings there, and then it's really up to you. So sky's the limit for you guys there. And then what we could do is we could even extend this one if we want to, but I think this is a good separation for everything. So now click on finish, and then let's just continue on the next video. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.